This is the Kashcroe Radio Show. Now your hosts, Andre Russell and cohorts Shaquan and Darren.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 10 of the Kashcroe Radio Show, your hope for all things video game entertainment. And today we're going to talk about hip-hop in video games and our favorite bad game.
Quote unquote.
Quote unquote. So,
Yes, sir.
Hey,
fellas, what's good? What's going on?
What's good?
Same old. Chilling.
Yeah, so, like I said, we're going to talk about hip-hop in video games. What was your favorite hip-hop game?
Well, to start, I got to preface this by saying when I was younger, I was a fan of everything Marc Ecko. Because when I was younger, I used to love drawing, and I wanted to be a graffiti artist. That was like a thing that I wanted to do for like a really, really long time. Mother wasn't having it. But closest thing I came to that was this game called Marc Ecko's Getting Up.
Oh yeah.
Contents Under Pressure.
Yes,
oh yeah.
Bro, that game, first of all, the soundtrack, because Marc Ecko really loves, hip hop. I don't know if he actually used to do graffiti or whatever, but he's definitely tapped into like hip hop culture for like a lot of his like the things that he does.
Right.
So he like the soundtrack had like, Mobb Deep, Talib Kweli, Mos Def, stuff like that. So that's how I got into like Black Star, which that album is like one of my, well, not favorite albums, but like a specific song on that is like one of my favorite songs of all time. And Talib Kweli was the voice actor for the main character. So it's not just like, we just put some music in the game. Like we actually have people from the,
the culture.
Exactly, the culture, the community, be a part of the game. And it had like a really interesting story. Like it wasn't the best game ever, but I loved that. And it had like actual graffiti artists in the game. So like, I didn't know that at the time, I didn't know that the Obey sign with Andre the Giant, like I didn't know that was like that started from graffiti, like someone who does graffiti.
Sure.
So
Shepard,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Shepard Fairey is the guy's name, and he made those stickers, and it was just iconic, and it made me want to, like, it got me to, because I've like growing up and reading or learning about hip hop. They tell you like a bunch of pillars, and like they say graffiti is a big part of it. But and I just like graffiti, but I never really made that connection like in the like physical world. But in the game, they have like certain landmarks in like a fictionalized setting,
Right.
but they're based on real things. So there's like a school, like a big ass school that the main character, I think he was living in at one point. And it had graffiti on it, like from head to toe. And that was like an actual place in New York called 5 Points. It's not here anymore. It got, sold and whitewashed. Like literally they painted over everything. But it was like like the mecca of graffiti. So seeing all of that in the game, learning a bunch of stuff like, bro, that it has like such a great impact on me. And it was fun. It was fun as hell. Like, love that game, bro. Favorite.
Okay. Anything else? You can list up to 3.
Well, I'm gonna say Jet Set Radio. That's for the soundtrack. That's for like it also has graffiti in there.
Parappa? No?
Rollerblade. I never played Parappa actually.
Oh, what?
Nah. PlayStation also is the only game I've ever played like with that dude in it.
Yeah.
And he just started freestyling. I was like, yo, what's going on?
Oh yeah.
Never played that. Hip hop. I'd probably say, damn, somebody else probably has this, but Def Jam.
No, don't talk about that. That's mine.
Listen.
That's mine.
We can share.
I don't want to share.
Def Jam was, that also had an impact on me.
Yeah, since we're gonna talk about Def Jam, yeah.
Seems like your turn is over, sir.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yes,
all right. Well, that was my third one. So go ahead.
Def Jam was one of my favorite like hip hop based video games. Like it started with Vendetta, but when Fight for NY came out, bro, oh my God! Again, like you guys know, Shaquan and I are Jamaican, Darren, and they had Elephant Man
Yes,
and
sir.
Sean Paul in that thing, bro. That blew minds, bro. Like that took us to a whole nother level.
Yes, sir.
Like, you can't name another Jamaican right now who has a video game avatar. None.
That's true.
None.
I was definitely trying to.
So, yo, that's like, for me, that's one of my proudest moments as a Jamaican to see that. Like, I'm a gamer and I'm a Jamaican, and I saw two people from our culture in video games, bro. That blew
and they actually voiced the character.
Yeah,
actually
that's
voiced
the
the character.
part.
Bro,
it wasn't like somebody went in the room and was just like, yeah, man, like,
no. These were actually the guys, bro.
Right, that's the
These
fire
were
part.
actually the guys. These were actually. Now, we're not going to talk about icons because icon is hot garbage.
Dookie.
But Def Jam, Vendetta, and Fight for NY are two of my favorite like hip hop based video games. Another one is Need for Speed Underground, which is to me arguably the best Need for Speed video game ever created. Let's argue. You guys can put that in chat.
Underground or Underground 2?
Underground 2.
Okay.
Underground 2 to me is one of the best Need for Speed games ever.
I love Hot Pursuit. That's probably my favorite.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like it's a either Hot Pursuit or Underground.
Okay.
Like people either decide between those two games when you think about it, because they've really taken the Hot Pursuit formula and kind of like extrapolated that, and like that's like what Need for Speed is kind of known for now.
Right.
When you think about it, like being chased by cops and stuff like that.
Right. That's the theme of it.
That's the theme of it, right? But Underground was, bro, the fact that you can customize your car and like the hip hop that was playing in that game at the time, bro.
On the storm.
Not only that, you had Lean Back, bro. Every time the game started up, it started up with Lean Back. Yeah. And every time you hear Lean Back, you're like, oh snap, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But every time.
But that Snoop Dogg song is stuck in my head.
Oh.
It's been every time I think of that game, that song comes to mind.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know any other part of the song besides that chorus, but still, it's amazing. This is just the power of music, man.
Yeah, and I have one more because I had three. NBA Streets.
Yes, sir.
Volume 2.
Yeah. Love that.
With Stretch Monroe.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So now that you say that, I'm gonna take back Def Jam. Do you remember Street Hoops?
Oh yes. Oh snap.
Yes, sir.
Bro.
Street Hoops.
Yes. Yeah, bro.
I don't remember.
Street Hoops
was one of my jams, bro.
It's literally the first game I ever got for the PS2. My father got me, I think, a PS2 for Christmas, and he gave me Street Hoops and
that's what Stretch.
No. Stretch was NBA Street.
Okay.
With Street Hoops, it was like and one players.
Yeah, it was just
and
one players and like underground.
And one was a good game.
Romeo was in there too as a guest.
Oh yeah,
remember?
Wow.
I think bro. Those were the days of it, like because that was when like video games weren't really sure of what direction they wanted.
The range of video games then was
everybody
crazy.
was trying to like experiment. It was like a mass experiment of like video game and hip hop.
So much range.
So much. So it kind of like, Darren, you know what? Before I even go into that part, like I want your favorite like hip hop video game.
Definitely Midnight Club, Los Angeles. Not that first one, the dub edition one.
Dub edition?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What's the difference between them? Because I never played the first one.
The soundtrack and the multiplayer, the online. Like the game, like, you have the game customization was cool. Like you have your like regular little Hondas or whatever. Now when dub edition released, it was like you have Escalade trucks on 24s with spinning rims. Like that game was like the regular Los Angeles, but like the culture, like the culture edition, basically. So you had spinning rims, you had different soundtrack, like the story was better, the online was better. It's just overall customization. Spinners on the motorcycle.
Yeah, bro. I feel like that was kind of influenced by Need for Speed Underground too. That's definitely just my opinion.
I don't know. They all bounce off each other, honestly.
Yeah.
You have to. It's a community together. You guys are like they have their own beef or whatever. Not beef, but it's a competition. But I feel like they all use each other for reference.
Yeah.
which makes sense. So
as it should be.
Yeah, exactly. So that's definitely
what else?
Other ones?
You got something else?
Just another one. Saints Row 2.
Saints Row 2.
Let me let y'all know. So like y'all said earlier, y'all Jamaican. You know, that's the me. I grew up messing with Sean Paul heavy, right? So like I didn't know at that time much of like older Jamaican music.
Yeah.
There's a radio station on Saints Row 2, and it's literally nothing but classic Jamaican songs. And the thing I love about Saints Row is they have a system for your radio where you take it's called a mixtape, and you take music from all the radio stations that they have and you put it in that mixtape, and it keeps it on rotation for you.
Oh, so you just make it playlists within the game.
You know how many times mom knocked on my door and was like, "Yo, what you blasting all this music?" And I'm just like, "Listen, miss. Like, let me vibe, miss. Let me vibe." So that I had like 2 hip hop songs and like 10 Jamaican songs, bro, on rotation, bro. What was being said, I couldn't really break it down, but it sounded good to me. So.
You remember the names of the songs?
I know it was like 3 Barrington Levy songs. Oh man, Murder She Wrote. And I don't remember the other ones. But I was in it, bro. I was in there, bro. You couldn't tell me nothing.
Yeah, I think I only played the which Saints Row was it? Was when they went to like the world blew up and they went to space or something.
Oh, the Mass Effect one. That was the 4th one.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Are you talking the one that you become the president?
Yeah, it's the role playing one, the one where you like go and like do missions for everyone, side missions for everyone, and you romance people if you want to. Yeah, that one.
Oh wow! So, I didn't even know.
Yeah, 4th one is great, honestly.
Yeah,
like they blow up the planet. But I say that because I think the same thing was in there, but I never got too much into it. But like the same thing with the radio, I think that's dope. Yo, music plays a huge role.
Yeah,
in a video game
when it comes to like connecting to a video game. Because think about what I said about the Need for Speed, bro. Like I can always remember Lean Back
exactly
on. So like music plays a big role in like video games in general, like media in general. Like
absolutely,
if you connect to a certain song, you're gonna always have like a fondness for whatever it is,
right?
Whatever that media is. So
once you hear it, it's like, oh, that's from
right. So and that kind of leans into the next question, like where did hip hop go in video games? We don't really hear it like that anymore.
I mean, it's definitely still there in like the soundtrack, but it's not like it's so like how I said in like Getting Up, the music is there, but also you have an actual rapper playing one of the characters.
Yeah,
it leans heavily into the culture. It's more like it's kind of like a love letter to it, rather than just having the music. Nowadays, it's like you'll have like WWE. And just put the song in there. So
it's no longer at the forefront.
Yeah, it's just a soundtrack, but it's not. But you wouldn't call like they'll have hip hop in the video games, but you wouldn't call it hip hop.
No, like sports games is full of that. Like I feel like 2K has a majority of it, but it's like like all the sports games
we have.
Literally,
you're definitely right when it comes to that.
Yeah,
like, 2K is definitely
NBA is
the
best
closest thing to a hip hop video game.
Because even like 2K22, like. We have a Wu-Tang song and we have a Weeknd song, and that's literally it, honestly, like that. So it's just like the NBA. I feel like they have some modern and some old, So
yeah. Do you see them bringing back hip hop themed video games at any point?
Shit, I would love.
I wouldn't mind it
for that
because it had its own cheesiness.
It don't gotta be it don't gotta be a AAA
it does
title, nothing, bro. Give me them little throwaway games, bro. Like I'll pay a little $35 or $40 for it, bro. Like, listen, give me that. Give me I don't know, Drake versus the World video game where he's the main character and he's like, fighting people with CDs or something like that. I don't know.
Excuse me?
Listen, fam, I'll play it, bro. Make it fun.
Which older hip hop game would you want to see them bring back?
bring back.
This is a crazy throw.
I was saying. Oh wait, you go ahead.
Nah, mine's just simple and quick. Skate.
Oh,
I don't really think of Skate as like a
Skate 2. That soundtrack.
Yeah.
Between the soundtrack, very heavy. Yeah. Young Jeezy, Kanye, Jamie Foxx. Yes. A lot of people don't know that. Skate 2 is a fantastic game. Among all the other Tony, because a lot of Tony Hawk games do have like the rock and hip hop like aspect of it. They do have a lot, but Skate 2 was.
Yeah, I was just saying like, because once again, I think that's just like maybe just the soundtrack in terms of like, is it a hip hop game? But that genre of games too, like I do miss that, like the extreme sports games that has that rock and like hip hop playlist. It's like the, what was it, EA Big or
yes,
EA,
it was big.
EA Big,
EA Big
and shit like that. That was really cool. So like, what I was gonna say is like, I would probably remember like NBA Streets. Honestly, I'd bring NBA Streets, NFL Streets, all that whole
FIFA Street,
bro. That whole thing, I think they had something with it. Why
stop it?
Why were those games not like why didn't they have recurring things, but you have a
or remakes or whatever, right?
NBA every year you have like
the last NBA Street was poorly received, but that was because I feel like they were trying to focus on just surface level stuff and not really the mechanics, because they didn't really change anything they just wanted to like make the tricks more spectacular, but that's not what made NBA Streets. NBA Streets was a fun game in general,
right? Regardless,
right?
Yeah, so they were just mainly focused on the tricks. That wasn't what made NBA Streets a fun game,
right? The
game itself had good mechanics with a little bit of like a extreme aspect. It was like a Street Fighter turbo version of NBA.
Okay,
that's basically what it was to me.
Right.
It was a little bit over the top, but not too. Well, it was crazy. Let me take that back.
Listen, I love that.
Yeah, that's what we liked about
ankle breakers. Ankle breakers.
Running on the wall with the ball.
Oh my god, bro!
I remember they had like a what was it, like a cheat code that you could play as Mario.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Fam, it looks so ridiculous. But we don't even have cheat codes in games like that anymore.
No, because no one likes to cheat.
Grand Theft Auto sticks with it, but now
Grand Theft doesn't have it anymore though.
They do, but it's
you put phone numbers in.
Oh, okay. Copy.
No, I think in 5 you can do thing again though.
It's phone numbers, isn't it? Isn't it still phone numbers you call?
But is it on? Is it only on PC or is it on?
No, it's on.
No, it's on console. I think you just dial the phone numbers.
That's 4. 5.
So I know it's 4, but I thought it was 5 too.
Okay.
But yeah, that whole like era of like just not necessarily the greatest or most well received games, like, but they're fun at the same time.
Fun, bro.
I miss that. Definitely miss that.
Which leans perfectly into the next section of this show, right? Favorite bad, and I do stress bad in quotations, video games. Favorite bad video games. Shaquan, I'm gonna start with you. What's your favorite bad video game?
Listen, I can only think of one right now. It's at the forefront of my mind. Sonic Heroes. I love that game.
My gosh.
That theme song is like, I still know the theme song word for word. I'm not gonna sing it for y'all. But,
Sonic Heroes.
Yes, sir. That game, I've and once again, this is like at a time where I did not own a memory card, so I've played that first level a million times. Never beat it. No, I got to the end and never beat it.
Perfect.
Oh, you never beat Middle Sonic?
No. Because remember, you had to get the true ending, right? You had to beat him with each team. And
it was like you never played it with each team?
I've played it with each team. I haven't beat it with each team. I beat it with Sonic. No, I got to the last boss with Sonic.
Okay.
I didn't with Sonic team, and then like the rest of them, like, I've played it with them just to see like what their powers was like and whatever. I did the like they had like the time trial thing or something. It was something like he was running in like some type of tunnel or something.
Yes, sir.
And they had like a battle mode where he was fighting. Come on, bro.
Team Dark, Team Rose, Team Chaotic, and Team Sonic.
Team Chaotic, bro. Come
yes,
on,
sir.
we got fam. Like I love that game. Once again, we've already established that I love like Sonic.
Heroes and Riders, fantastic games.
Yo, and Riders is not a bad game. I think Riders was well received. I wouldn't put Riders on the list because I think Riders is well received.
I think the first one was. Second one was trashed to people.
I don't know because I never owned it. I just played it at my godbrother's house. But I did own Sonic Heroes, and in retrospect, wasn't the best game. Definitely had a bunch of bugs. Definitely had a bunch of glitches.
Absolutely.
But I love that game. I'd buy that game. Actually, I'm gonna go see if that's on the Microsoft Store. And
definitely
buy that because I have money now. I'm an adult.
Nah.
And I don't need a memory card anymore. So
right.
Everything's on the cloud, baby.
Yeah. So when y'all could take over, because that's all I could think about right now, Sonic.
Okay, Darren. Favorite bad video game?
Definitely 187 Ride or Die.
The heck is that?
I don't know that. I've heard of it, but I've never.
It sounds familiar, but what is that?
It's going to touch base on both our categories: hip hop influenced game, as well as very bad game. Very bad game. It's so imagine Mario Kart, right? Where like you pick up stuff like, but it's more modernized. So instead of me running into a mushroom with my car, I'm running into a RPG and stuff like that. So it could be co-op. So if Dre is my driver, I'm the one at the side window with the RPG. So Gorilla Black, the actual rapper. I want y'all to understand, the legit rapper, voice and everything. He's basically a mob boss, and you end up working for him. Dude looks like CJ, like the main character. Just looks like a bootleg CJ.
Yeah.
And literally, you just have races throughout the game that are like Mario Kart. So like, I'm driving, and like I could shoot a rocket out my car. I can throw grenades at your car, and like the way I am is, if I'm playing a game that frustrates me, or I don't feel like playing no more, I don't feel like thinking too hard, I always have a fallback dumb game. That's what I call them, my fallback dumb games. Where I can just be like, I'm going to just go play.
Just shut off your brain and play kind of game.
Exactly. I'm going to go play 187 Ride or Die. And I'm telling you, that held me for so long.
You got anything else?
That, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Garbage.
I don't even think. The only thing that was garbage about that is that he was carrying AKs and RPGs like it was normal.
Why?
That's
why?
They wanted him to be
speed
more
of light, but you know what you also need?
A gun.
A handgun.
Right. You know what'll come in handy while I'm running? This AK.
Bonzo beans.
And a game that takes me back to like a time where like, and this was like, it's not even like recent, but Resident Evil 6.
You consider Resident Evil 6 a bad game?
Absolutely.
I think it was.
Which 6? Oh, no, you're right.
Yes, exactly.
I know it wasn't well received, but I never played it.
I don't think it was bad. It was not what people were accustomed to from Resident Evil. Let's say that.
And that's not a bad thing for me, because I like Resident Evil 6. Like right now, if Shaq or you bought Resident Evil 6, I'd be like, yo, I'll buy it too. Let's play co-op.
I have it.
Oh, you do?
I've been wanting to play with people for so long. Nobody wants to play with me, Darren.
Say less. Now you got a partner. Say less.
There you go.
DDT.
Nobody wanted to play with me.
Zombies? Wesker's son can DDT and dropkick zombies, bro.
Oh, yeah. Bro, he can like Superman punch.
I don't like using weapons because I was like, what's the point using weapons when I could do this? When I could DDT
people? No one wanted to play with me. Like my brother, no one.
Nah, I love that game. We on that. 5, 6, man. Those are my games, man.
5, I played. Me and Andre played 5. I don't think
played 5.
We never beat it, but we played.
Oh, y'all didn't punch the boulder?
Oh yeah, I did. I beat 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I played with another friend, and bro, we got to a point where the eagle.
Yes.
We leveled up the eagle so much
sir.
that we can shoot a boss like 3 times and it was done.
Yes.
We call, you know what we call that gun? The God Killer.
Yeah, exactly what you call it.
And I mean any boss.
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3, game
now
over.
that you say God Killer, I'm just reminded. I don't know if you remember this, Andre.
God Eater.
God Hand.
God Hand. I just say God Eater.
God
Stressful.
Hand is. You played it?
Yeah, I played that game before.
Because we had it. We had it on. You had it on
PS2.
Yeah, because I think you chipped the PS2.
Yes, Shaquan, I did.
You chipped the PS2
yeah, I had a modded PS2
illegally.
We were poor. We couldn't do better.
Listen, and so we had like a bunch of different video games, and God Hand,
and it wasn't English.
Oh yeah, it was. Oh yeah,
oh, you had the Japanese subjoint.
Yes, sir. So there was like a bunch of. We had that. I think we had a Full Metal Alchemist game that wasn't in English.
We had games that were never in America at all. It was just like
that's a vibe.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, that game was. I don't know if it was well received, but that game was pretty fun. Like it reminds me.
I don't think it was popular. It might. I'm not sure. I'd have to check, but I don't know if there was like a major community behind it.
Well, it's still fits into that same like over the top, type of stuff that we had mentioned before, because it kind of reminded me of like a less serious Devil May Cry. And Devil May Cry is like it not super duper serious either.
No,
right?
It has its serious moments, but it definitely leans into like the silliness of a lot of things as well.
Devil May Cry is
God Hand was. Sure. God Hand is just like
over the top.
Over the top. I love that. If you ever watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the anime, just think of that.
And it reminds me of Fist of the North Star too.
Exactly. So that's this. So even JoJo's like the anime, and it leans in like games, media, anything that leans into that
the absurdity.
Yes. Is like, I love that, because it's like you're being self-aware, but you're being entertaining. You're not taking yourself too seriously, but at the same time, you're not a joke either. Love that. It's a beautiful balance, a very delicate balance. But God Hand, beautiful.
Yeah, I think they had a God Hand and the Devil Hand, right?
Did they? I don't remember.
I don't remember. I had to make sure.
The combat was hilarious.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For me, I have a few, but I'm gonna start with 50 Cent Blood on the Sand. God. What? Oh, God. It was just like a guilty pleasure. It was a guilty pleasure. It was just like the mechanics weren't all that great, but the game was just like, again, like Darren said, it was like a shut your brain off kind of game. It was just like,
bro, him and G Unit and
bro,
Lloyd Banks was the best shooter.
Yo, who could we imagine that have a game like that today? You can't. I don't
think anyone can really have a game like that.
I think they would try too hard and mess it up. Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Oh,
yeah. Back then, they weren't really trying; they were just experimenting, and that was the beauty of it.
Yeah,
that was the beauty of it. My next game, because this was when I was a kid, and to me, you couldn't tell me anything about this. Rocket Power.
Yes.
Oh my God, bro! I had so much fun with that game.
It was amazing,
bro. That game, well, Rocket Power in general influenced me so much. I never had a skateboard, Darren, but we had this thing at the back of our school, and we called it Big Air Mountain. What we would do is get like cardboard and jump off of that on the cardboard and kind of slide down, bro. That was so much fun as a kid. You can tell me anything about stuff like that, man. Anything. I wanted to rollerblade until one day I put them on and I fell on my ass and I was like, nope, this is not for me.
I guess I can't be Otto.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
We had a roller rink in our community. That's the only attraction in our entire community.
Yeah. Like, everything happens at that place.
Yes.
Like parties. It's like a club. It's everything.
Bro, every weekend, like it's something. I remember, I'll never forget, like I can every time I think about it, I can remember the pain of like falling backwards and hitting the back of my head, bro.
Oh my goodness.
It felt like whatever was supposed to be at the back of my head was at the front. And
that's just not like it hurt.
Bro, I had to sit down. I was just like, all right, I'm good. And it was like on our way home, walking home, people like would recognize, people don't know me, but would recognize like, yo, that's the boy that fell and hit his head. I'm like, yo, you good? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, fam.
bro.
Yeah, we're definitely not.
Yeah, we had a cousin that fell too and ripped his pants.
When I ripped
my
pants.
He was lucky he wasn't going commando because that would be embarrassing.
Listen, but yes, leave the extreme sports to these brown children.
I used to love that show, man.
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorites. Bro.
On a mission, bro.
I don't think you guys realize what's happening right now.
Oh yeah,
yes sir. Yes, sir.
Look, you gonna tell me these kids are not black? Like they're they're Samoan or something.
I don't think they're Samoan.
Not Samoan. They're Pacific Islanders.
Yeah, they're supposed to be.
Listen,
at least two of them. The Reggie and his sister, or Otto and his sister. Otto's the little kid, right? And Reggie's the father.
The little kid, the youngest.
Reggie's the sister.
Okay, what's their father's name?
I don't remember.
I just remember he's like, you guys can't go out there like that. And I was like, yo, Raymundo, stop
Raymundo,
telling me what to do, bro.
Me, Raymundo was a cool dad, bro. I don't care what anybody has to say about it. He was one of the cool dads, bro.
He's like, hey, man.
And then there was Tito.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Squid.
He's like, you know what they say.
Twister.
Like,
yes, sir.
Bro.
Crackhead energy.
That video game was amazing. It had like a bunch of like mini games and stuff like that. I don't know if it's if I'd consider that a bad game at all.
He got a 5 out of 10. So
listen,
it's a bad game.
From who? Who gave it a 5 out of 10?
IGN.
No comment.
So, no comment.
But nah, that game was. I've spent a lot of time playing that game. I remember the bumper car mini games on that. Fam, like.
Yeah, and there's one more I got. I don't know if you guys remember this. Darren, I don't know if you've ever played this, but Ecko, I know we definitely played this together. Total Overdose.
Yes, sir.
Nah, I don't even know what that is.
What?
So, Total Overdose.
Think Max Payne, but in Mexico.
Is a Mexican Max Payne.
Literally. That's what it is.
Whatever that means to you, whatever you envision in your head, yes, that's the answer.
Bro, there was even things with like, I think you could use like the chicken, remember?
Damn, bro, if you've ever watched Desperado with Antonio Banderas,
there was a super move in there that was called Mariachi, bro.
Yes, he had two.
Where once you activate
look at
that,
this
Darren,
man's pants, yeah. Golly, he got the bell bottoms.
Yeah, bro. With the Mariachi, once that's activated, the guy comes up with 2 guitar cases that are guns, bro.
And he just jumps into the air and
just
spins around
and shoots them. He can dive and like slow mo shoot, bro. It was
beautiful game.
It was incredibly dumb, but a lot of fun.
Listen, man,
bring them back, bro.
The range of those times was just ridiculous.
And I don't think we can even play those games anymore. That's the thing.
Probably not.
You can't play them anymore.
Yeah, they're definitely not backwards compatible whatsoever.
They're not even acknowledging those.
I feel like it's deliberate. I feel like they just don't want people to go back to that era. It's like, listen, just keep that in your memory. Keep that in your memory, because it's better in your memory.
Nah, I think that game was great.
Yeah, Total Overdose was dope because it wasn't defined by anything at all. It was just a dumb fun
senseless, and that's what we need more of.
Fun.
That's what we need more of.
Like, you don't even see like movie tie-in games anymore. Like
no, you don't. You don't.
Like I can't even remember the
last major movie tie-in I feel like I saw was X-Men Origins Wolverine, and that game was sick.
That game was fire.
That's the best one.
I don't remember
I bought it on the Wii, so it wasn't that fun for me, but you know. I was like, yo, why?
Are you serious?
Bro, I was like, yo, my cousin had it on 360. I was like, yo, why yours is mature and mine's is T for teen? So I started playing it. There's no blood.
Ew.
Even the levels are different. Like the jungle and all that stuff, bro. The jungle was just like, bro, I was like fighting like Minecraft men, bro. I was just so disappointed.
All right, so that was actually a very great episode. Like again, there was a lot of like reminiscing.
Yeah,
it was great.
Amazing.
Ecko, what do you got for what to play this week? Since we're talking about old school games, you better have an old school game, bro.
Oh man,
that people can actually play.
Well, because like, you know, the genre or just like the era of what we were talking about was like over the top action games. It's still pretty recent, but it comes from that era and it still has that, like, I think not necessarily over the top, but just the goofiness. Hitman, you know, I think all of the episodes are collected now, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so Hitman, I'm definitely gonna get into that. And I know Darren had bought Max Payne. Was it 3 or was it? No, it was the older ones, right?
I bought all 3, bro. I wasn't playing.
Yes, sir. So take your pick. There's 3 of them, 3 Max Paynes. You can get them on Xbox with backwards compatibility. You can get them on PC
as well as the Hitmans too.
Yep.
Definitely recommend Blood Money.
Yeah, I need to get into it. I think I have it downloaded. I haven't
you know, I'm not much of a, as I told you guys before, I'm not much of a Hitman fan anymore. I don't know why.
Interesting. Why? The new ones are. It's understandable if you don't like the new ones, though. So.
Really? Because I feel like
I've never even tried the new ones. I feel like I played it too much back in the day.
You should probably try it.
All right, I'm gonna give it a shot.
These are like I've seen a lot of like universally like great reviews.
Okay.
And I seen like one particular guy, I don't remember his name, but this developer that I follow on Twitter, he was playing it and like he was showing like one mission and like 5 different ways that you can do that. And it's not even the mission itself. It's like literally one part of the mission. It was like, interrogate this guy. And it was like 5 different things that you could do, like walk away, you could put him in a trunk. You could
the new ones are very detailed, and difficult too.
And there was like this thing where it was like if you shoot like 5 scarecrows, an ice cream truck comes and runs him over or something like that. And so it's like it's still from that same era of that line of thinking of like in terms of humor or
Easter eggs and stuff.
Yeah, so the only reason why I would have been a little apprehensive because that was usually your thing, stealth.
Right. No, stealth's still my thing, bro.
Yeah, so but I'm older now, I'm a little bit more mature. I could take a crack at it.
All right. So Darren, what do you got for gameplay of the week?
You actually. You you playing Tunic, attempting it since Shaq told you last time to try it out. So
now we have our quote of the week, and you know how we do it. It's with a video game twist. And Darren's gonna take it away.
Sure. What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. From Dracula, Castlevania, Symphony of the Night.
That's what's up.
I never played Castlevania. Oh wow. Maybe I should try.
You haven't played any Castlevania?
I played one of them on GameCube.
Nah.
Well, once again,
they're all on Xbox, right?
I had no idea.
Game Pass. Yeah, they're on Game Pass.
Really? Okay, I'm gonna have to try one of them.
I've played Metroidvanias, but I've never played the actual Castlevania. I've never played the actual Metroid. That's crazy.
Wow. I have to get on that.
Wow. Anywho, that's it for today's show. Thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy Dre.
This is Shaquan.
Spada.
Stay awesome, stay healthy, stay safe, and like always, play on, play up. Peace.